Caroline, can you grab me just as I managed to choke myself? Caroline, can I raise the issue? Sorry. Concern about purchase of properties by institutional investors in Maynooth and the 112 houses that were bought there. But it's not just a concern when it comes to suburban houses, it's also a concern when it comes to apartments. The Sunday Business Post yesterday, for example, identified some of the institutional investors that were buying up apartments in the city. So Union Investment bought 435 apartments in Ashtown. Aberdeen Standards spent 20 million on buying apartments in Smithfield. Avenstis Capital bought 120 apartments in Santry. And in my own area, in Player Wills in Dublin 8, there's 132 build-to-rent apartments that are being built and applied for, none of which people will be able to buy or first-time buyers will be able to buy. Since 2018, planning permission has been granted for more than 10,000 build-to-rent homes within the Dublin City Council area alone. And they're figures that come from Dublin City Council's press office. The government have said that they will deal with the issue of institutional investors buying up homes, but they're talking about the suburbs. And for some reason, they think that people who live in the city and people who want to live in apartments don't count, that they will have to pay high rents for the rest of their life. I think we really need to take a look at our housing policy overall and how we have created incentives for large financial institutions to make money off people's housing need, as opposed to putting housing need as a human right. And in particular, when it comes to single people who are trying to access housing. When we hear government policy talking about housing, we simply hear about what people on dual incomes can afford, whereas there are 400,000 single people within this country that want to be able to afford a safe, secure home to be able to buy or else rent affordably over the long term. We have to tackle the emergence of the dominance of the build-to-rent sector in Ireland, or else we will have long-term societal consequences of that, particularly when we see down in my own area in Clancy Quay, 4/5 of those apartments being empty. I think we have to have a look at making the city and apartment living as sustainable, as low cost, as we are looking to take action on the suburbs.